All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next example. In this case, guys, once again, let's take a look. Once again, I have 8 plus a 4. Once again, the 4 in this case, guys, is multiplying to what's inside the parentheses. Negative f minus a 6. Keep in mind in this case, guys, is negative x. F actually has a 1 there, right? It's invisible. Now it's visible. On the other side, it's less than or equal to a 4f minus 6 minus a 2f. So let's go ahead and start with the distribution portion, guys. And I'm going to be distributing in this case, guys, in a positive 4. Right? Distribute that positive 4 there. So I have a 4 times a negative f, and then I have a 4 times a negative 6, right? Let me go ahead and change the color there, right? So then let's go ahead and multiply that out. I know this is going to give me a negative 4f. I know this part is going to give me a negative 24. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 8 and bring everything else down. All right. From this case, guys, let's go ahead and combine like terms. And I can actually combine on the left-hand side an 8 and a negative 24. These subtract. So it's actually going to give me a negative 16 minus a 4f is less than or equal to, on the other side, I could combine a 4f minus a 2f. So then that would give us, in this case, guys, a positive 2f minus a 6. So from here, guys, let's go ahead and move variables to one side, numbers to the other. Let's say now in this case, guys, I want to go ahead and add a 4f, right? I want to go ahead and move the variable to the right-hand side. Once again, guys, it doesn't change my answer whether I move it to the left or to the right. I just need to make sure that I do the correct operation when I'm doing it, right? So cancels out here. I have a negative 16 on the left-hand side. I have the less than or equal to sign, and then I have a 6f minus 6. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and move my numbers to the left-hand side, which means I'm going to go ahead and add 6 and add 6. All right, cancels there. That's going to give us, in this case, guys, a negative 10 is less than or equal to a 6f. Next step in this case, guys, once again, this is multiplying. So we're going to go ahead and divide by a positive 6. And notice, guys, we're dividing by a positive. It's not going to change the inequality symbol. So I have f is actually greater than or equal to. When I input this in the calculator, in this case, guys, you should actually be getting a negative 5 over 3 as your answer. Negative 5 over 3 as your answer. And once again, in this case, guys, when you're inputting this on the calculator or in the calculator for calc, we're going to go ahead and do a negative 10 divided by a 6. And it's going to give us like a 1 point something. Negative 10 divided by 6. It's going to give us a negative 1 point something, right? So then from there, I'm going to go ahead and actually click the second button. Once again, it's on the top left. And then you're going to click the PRB button. And it's going to tell you something like F to D. It's going to show you something like that, right? Once you get that in this case, guys, it's actually going to give you a mixed fraction. So then you have to do it again, second. And now you're going to do ABC. And this is if you guys want to do it on the calculator, guys. Some of you guys probably know how to simplify it from the top of your head. And then you get your symbol, right? Not your symbol, your fraction here. But that's how we're doing this one, guys. Once again, if you want to go ahead and do it on the calculator, this are the steps we follow. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next ones, guys. Next one. Here's the next one. This is E, right? Same idea in this case, guys, but now we're working with decimals here. So we're actually fine with getting decimals as our answers. We don't have to convert it into a fraction. So I have a 9x minus a 10 is less than a 1.8 minus 10 times a negative x plus 1. Once again, in this case, guys, let's go ahead and multiply this out, right? I see the parentheses. I see a negative 10 attached to it. So we're going to go ahead and multiply it in. So my left-hand side stays the same. I'm going to bring it down. 9x minus 10 is less than. I'm going to go ahead and bring down that 1.8. Now, negative 10 times a negative x in this case, guys, is actually going to give me a positive 10x. And then a negative 10 times a 1 is going to be a negative 10. All right. From there, in this case, guys, let's go ahead and combine like terms. And if I take a look on the left-hand side, guys, there's nothing I can combine. But on the right-hand side, I actually can combine. I'm going to go ahead and combine that 1.8 and negative 10, right? When I combine those two, I believe my answer should be negative 8.2. But let's double check, guys, because I could be wrong. 1.8 minus 10, and I wasn't. Plus a 10x, right? And bring everything else down, guys, everything else down. Now, from here, guys, variables to one side, numbers to the other. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say, let's say I subtract the 9x and subtract the 9x, just because in all the other examples, guys, I kept the variable on the left-hand side. I'm just showing you guys it doesn't matter which side I move it to. And here I actually have a positive x left, or a 1x, but it's just x. From there, in this case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and add 8.2 and add 8.2. Cancels here. And that should give me a negative, what is it going to give me? Negative, is it 1 point or 2.2? Let's check it, guys. I'm not sure about this one. Plus 8.2. Yeah. Negative 1.8. Okay. Is less than an x. Right, and that would actually be our final answer, guys. Final answer. I don't have to divide anything in this case, guys, with the x, just because x was just a 1. I had a 1, a coefficient of 1. All right, let's take a look at the last one, guys. The last one. And on the last one in this case, guys, we have a 7 is greater than or equal to a negative, parentheses, negative 3x plus 2.2 minus a 2x, right? Notice in this case, guys, we do have a negative in front of the parentheses. So I am going to be putting a 1 in front of it. And we have to multiply it. So multiply by a negative 1 inside of the parentheses. So that's going to leave the 7 as it is. Negative 1 times a negative 3x is actually going to give me a positive 3x. And negative 1 times a 2.2 is going to give me a negative 2.2. And I'm going to go ahead and bring down that negative 2x down. From there, in this case, guys, we check, is there anything I can combine? Which in this case, guys, we can. I can combine these two, which would actually give me just an x, right? 3 minus 2 is 1. So that's an x minus 2.2. All right, bring everything else down. Now, notice in this case, guys, here I only have one variable, which means I have to move this number to the opposite side. So let's go ahead and add a 2.2 and add a 2.2. If we do that, that's actually going to give us 9.2 is greater than or equal to x. And once again, in this case, guys, I don't have to do anything just because x is already left alone.